Hello my dear students, welcome back to the channel Master in English with Monica Jetli. Please do like, subscribe, comment and share if you have not yet subscribed. Today I am going to tell you something about adjectives and their kinds. Adjectives is something very important which you neglect. Whenever you write an essay or compose something, you must use adjectives as much as possible. If I say beautiful girl, pretty sari, tall trees, green plants, green leaves, so I am using adjectives over there. So adjectives are the words which add something to the meaning of noun. Adjectives add something to the meaning of noun. Let us take the example. Which four little monkeys with little rice in their hands were sitting in those trees? Which four little monkeys with a little rice in their hands were sitting in those trees. Now in this sentence we can see so many adjectives are there. Which, for, little, it is adding something to the meaning of monkeys, which is noun. And little, it is adding something to the meaning of rice. And there, it is adding something to the meaning of hands. And those, it is adding something to the meaning of trees. So we can see there are these nouns: monkeys, rice, hands and trees. And these are the adjectives which are modifying and adding something to the meaning of nouns. So we can see here different types of nouns like which. This is asking question. So it is interrogative. For, number, little, quality. Then here again little. But here it is showing quality and here it is showing quantity. Then there, possession, possessive. Then those, demonstration, these are demonstratives. So we see that these are the kinds of adjectives: interrogative, number, quality, noun, quantity, quantity, possessive, demonstrative. So we see that these are the kinds of adjectives. Interrogative, as we can see, this is asking question. Which book? Which monkey? What is your name? Which boy did you see there? So these all are interrogative. Then number, 4. There were 4 boys. There were 4 girls. I saw 3 books. These 3 books are my favorite ones. Then little. Little can show quality also. Little can show if I am pointing out to the size of that boy, little boy. So this is related to size. So this can be the quality. Short one. And then quantity, little rice. rice. This is showing quantity. Little rice. This much. Little bit. Then there. It is showing possession. Whose hands? Their hands. Whose books? Their books. Whose purse? Their purse. Then those. It is showing demonstrative. It is a demonstrative adjective because it is pointing out. Those trees. This book. These flowers. That door. Those windows. So we can see that these are the types of adjectives. Interrogative, then number, then quality, quantity, possessive and demonstrative. Now we will see how adjectives are formed. Adjectives can be formed by noun also, verb also and other adjectives also. Now how can it be formed by noun? If I say child, child is a noun. But if I have to convert it into adjective, I will say childish. He is a childish boy. I have added ish in this. Okay? If I say play, play can be used as a verb also, play can be used as a noun also. I can add full in this by adding suffix ful. Playful. He is a playful boy. So I have added suffix in the noun and I have converted the noun into adjective. There are other ways also by adding some, like venture. It can be converted into adjective by adding some. Venturesome. There are other ways, like if I say shameful. So shame is the noun and I have added full or less. And I have converted it into adjective. Shameful, shameless. So we see that there are certain ways of converting noun into adjective. We can add some suffix like ish, ful, some, then less. So these are the ways by adding by which we convert noun into adjective. There are some more ways, like we can add en also. Gold, gold, by adding en, adjective is golden. Silk, we can add here silky, y also, en also. Silky, depending upon the situation. Silken. So by adding en, by adding y, by adding ish, these are the ways. By adding some, by adding ful or less, these are the ways by which we can convert noun into adjective. Sometimes able, ous is also used, like pardon, pardonable. Adjust, adjustable. Like sometimes IZI also, IZE can be used. Like custom, customized. So we can see that by adding suffixes we can change noun and verb. Like pardon, pardon. So we have here added able in that. Adjust, adjustable. And then this one, tired, tireless. He was tired, he was tireless. Tired is verb, but we can convert it into adjective by adding less. Tireless. It was a tireless journey. Tiresome also we can say. It was a tiresome journey. If it is tiring, sometimes tiring also we use ing. So we can see that there are certain suffixes which we can add in the word to change it into adjective. Now there are some types of adjectives which you are not aware of but you need to learn, children. They are emphasizing adjective. Just as emphasizing pronouns are there, in the same way emphasizing adjectives are also there. If I say my own book, this is my own book. This is my book. See the difference. This is my book. This is my own book. So when I am adding own in any sentence, this is my own book. That is her own frock. This is her own house. So when I am adding these type of sentences, so this is called emphasizing adjectives. I am laying emphasis on that. Emphasizing adjectives. I am laying emphasis on the adjectives. My is itself an adjective and I am adding on here to lay emphasis on my. So that is why it is called emphasizing adjective. Sometimes exclamatory adjectives are also there. When we use exclamation mark, like if I say, what fun! What fun! Exclamation mark. What an idea! Exclamation mark. So these all are exclamatory adjectives. These are exclamatory adjectives because they are also adding something to noun. Noun is understood here. These are exclamatory adjectives. I hope you have understood kinds of noun. Now I am going to tell you about some words which are quite confusing. Like later, latter. Latest, late. Later, latter, latest, late. If I say you are late, this here we will use late, not later. If I say later on I will do this work, I will do this work later. Work later. And then for latter, the latter child was prettier than the former one. the difference. Late and later are related to time, but this latter and this later, see the difference. When we're talking about two people, so like suppose if I say Rama and Shama are friends, so then I will say the latter child. So latter means later on, the word which is used later, and the word which is used before that will be former. Like Ram and Sham are two girls, and the latter child, that means I am talking about Sham here, the second one. The latter child was prettier than the former one. So Shama was prettier than Rama. So latter means the second one. When we are talking about two, latter means the second one. And latest. Latest, this is the latest suit. This is my latest book. Recent. This is the recent book which I have purchased. So this is the latest book which has come recently only. So, and then elder, older, this is also quite confusing. Elder, I hope you have understood the difference among all this. Now the next is elder, eldest, older, oldest. Elder, eldest, older, oldest. This can be used with the human beings only, but this can be used with things also, older and oldest. This is related to age and this is also related to age only, but with human beings only. He is my elder brother. He is older than me. We will not say he is elder than me. He is older than me. He is my elder brother. He is older than me. Sometimes there are words which do not have ER, but they are also adjectives, like junior. Here OR is there rather than ER. So he is junior to me. In that case, we will not use than. Junior than me is wrong because the spelling, see the spelling OR. When it is ER, always it is comparative form. So we use ER, and in comparative form we use THAN than. THAN than. But here JUNIOR. Junior to me. Superior. Superior to him. So whenever we are using OR, we will not use THAN. We will use to. Elder than. Older than. But junior to. Superior to. And elder and eldest is used only for human beings, and older and oldest is used for human beings and things as well. This is the oldest furniture which I have in my house. Now next, we should know about few, a few, the few, and little or little, the little. This is also something very confusing and you need to know about it. What is the difference between these? Few, a few, the few. Suppose if I say, suppose this is a table. And there is a glass over here. If there is only few drops of water here. So, no, this will be for little because water is uncountable. Few is used for countable things. I will explain you about few also. But since I have taken the example of water, so little a little, the little. It's the same concept of all these is same. Just the difference is that few is used with countable nouns and little is used with uncountable nouns. So water, suppose there are only few drops of water here. So we will say almost none. So we will say little water. There is little water in the glass. If suppose a little more than that, this much. So we will say there is a little water. A little means some. And if I have to point out this some, and if I have to say that this whole was utilized, so I will say the little water which the glass contained had fallen down. Suppose if it had fallen down, so we will say the little water that the glass contained had been drunk by Rita, or had been fallen, anything, whatever happens to that. We are pointing out to the little, that little. The little here symbolizes that little water which was there in the glass. I hope you have understood the difference among this little, a little, the little. Now I am going to tell you about few, a few and the few. It's like that only. Water is uncountable, so we will use little with uncountable things, and few will be used with countable things. Few, a few, the few. Suppose this is a library. And there are just one or two books. So we can say that the library contains few books. If there are little bit more, some more, okay, so we can say that there are a few books. These will be called as a few books. There are a few books in the library. But if I have read all these, so I will say the few books which are there in the library have been read by me. So the few books which are there, I am pointing out to those few books which are there, all of them I have read. So I will say that few books means almost none, a few means some, and the few means pointing out to those few which are there. Now I am going to tell you about farther and further. Farther and further. Further means adding something more, and farther is the comparative form of far. And further means adding something more. In addition to. So this is the difference. I hope you have understood the difference between farther and further. Now, nearest and next. Nearest and next. This is also quite confusing. nearest means the closest. The closest one. The nearest shop. This is the nearest shop to my house. Next. The next. The child sitting in the next row means just next to that. So this is just next. Just beside. Next to. And this closest. Very much close. So this is the difference between nearest and next. Next is each and every. Each and every. When do we use each and every? When suppose 3-4 children are there and I am talking about them. So I will be saying each child, individual. Each shows individual. But when there are many, so it is not possible to count. So we will say every. Everyone was given a biscuit, a piece of biscuit. Each child was given a toffee. Then next is some and any. Any means negativity is there in that. Some means something is there. So do you have any book? That means this is used for negative sense. There may be book or there might not be book. Some, I have some biscuits. I have something surprising for you. So this shows that yes, it is there. And any means negativity is there in that. Now, I hope you have understood all these words. Now I am going to tell you about comparison of adjectives. Comparison of adjectives. Suppose these 3 plants are there. We can see this is the short one. This is shorter than this first one and this is the shortest of all. So we can say that the second tree is taller than the first one and the third tree is the tallest among them. Okay? Or we can say that second tree is shorter than the third one and the first tree is shorter than the second one. So this is the concept of ER and EST. ER and EST. This is the comparative form. This is the positive form. Positive, comparative and superlative. This is the superlative form. Now how can we change any word into comparative and superlative? We can change by adding ER and EST. Generally this thing is there. But sometimes when already E is there in the word. Like suppose brave. Brave. So here when we have to convert it into comparative, we will write braver and bravest. So we have just added R over here and here ST. Just that's all. We will not write EER because already E is there. Otherwise we generally use ER and EST. Sometimes when it is one syllable word like big. So bigger. G will be double G because here we have to lay stress on G. Here when we are pronouncing it big. So it is one syllable word and it is not laying stress on that. So to lay stress on that, the consonant sound will be double. So bigger, bigger, biggest. Sometimes there are irregular comparison like good, better, best. Good, better, best. Little, less, least. And bad, worse, worst. So these are irregular comparatives. Now next is the order of adjectives. In which order the adjectives are used. Adjectives are generally used before nouns, but sometimes they can be used after nouns also, like in poems. Sometimes when we compose poems, we can use adjectives after noun also. Otherwise, the order goes like that. First is quantity. Then after that, quality. Then after that, size. Next comes age. After that, color. Then origin. Then of which material it is, for what purpose it is. This is generally the order which we use. Like example, if we take the example, several, strange, several. This can be written in a different color. Several, strange, huge, old, then brownish, Indian, bronze, then cooking, then utensils is the noun. So for one utensil, see how many adjectives we have used. And this can be the order, like several, strange, huge, old, brownish, Indian, brown, bronze, cooking, utensils. I hope you have understood all about adjectives. Thank you for listening and watching. Keep watching, keep liking, keep learning. Thank you, dear students. Bye-bye.